Paid.
Really?
Yes, because I'm tweeting. And hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Video Creators Lounge News. I'm Mark Yirrell, your host. Thank you for tuning in to this weekly broadcast. I've been noticing you guys in the comment section and also directly messaging me that you've been noticing the new weekly upload schedule. Some of you guys have been noticing the show for the first time ever. First and foremost, thank you so much for paying attention to us and sharing these links and liking the videos and just watching. Your engagement means the world to us. It helps us get this show out to more people and give more value to our local filmmaking community here in New England. Before we get into things, I want you to be sure to follow us on all our social media at Video Creators Lounge on Facebook, at Video Creators Lounge on Instagram, and Video Creators Lounge MA on Twitter. We're also on Twitch, where we're streaming this live on, look up Video Creators Lounge there. And I don't know if we're doing Bigo TV right now, but we're also there as well if you happen to use that app. Yeah, so definitely check us out there. Follow us. Make sure you have notifications on so you know whenever we go live. We aim to do it at a regular time every week, around 3:30 every Friday or Saturday. Sometimes it takes longer. You guys know how live streams work, so make sure you have notifications on so that way you know when we go on. Question of the week. I'm trying to keep this going. Question of the week. What podcasts are you listening to? I'm personally listening to Making It in Under 30 Minutes, run by the Emerson Alumni Association. They meet with an alumni every week, I believe, to talk about what they've been doing ever since they graduated and how people can emulate their success in the business world. I'm personally definitely looking into that because we're in a crazy job market right now, and I definitely need tips on how to stay afloat. Comment below what you're listening to. True crime, horror, whatever. Let's hear what it is. I'm always looking for new good podcast recommendations. Also for this week, so people know, yeah, I think we're all set to get right into it. Without further ado, let's get into the Video Creators Lounge news. First on the docket, we have the online New England Film Festival being put on by newenglandfilm.com. It is a completely virtual film festival. We've been plugging it for at least last week. I believe the show afterwards, before that. It is now officially underway. Go on there and what you have up to, there's over 70 different short films that were filmed by local creators and some in the local area. The awards are given out according to different categories, but they're chosen not by a judges panel, but by view count. The more you share these videos, the more you watch these videos, the more likely the artist you want is going to win. So be sure to check that out, getting people involved, give New England Film some love for keeping this annual film festival going on, especially during a crazy pandemic we are in now. Maybe watch a couple of shorts, you'll find somebody you want to collaborate with. They are locals, most of them, so definitely check that out. It's free, it's online, it's easy. What are you missing out on? Also by New England Film, the deadline for the New England Film Star Award is coming up this Tuesday. We've been plugging it the last couple of episodes because it's just a super great opportunity. There's over there's over $3,000 in in-kind grants, specifically aimed at uplifting marginalized voices from marginalized communities. All you have to do is fill out the application online. You get access to a bunch of different gift certificates to local vendors, as well as mentorship opportunities from people in the industry. Definitely check that out. It's a great opportunity, easy to apply for, and they extended the deadline from August 31st to September 15th. So you have a second chance if you weren't able to apply earlier this summer. Be sure to get on that now. And last on the list for this section, we have the Boston Latino International Film Festival. I like to be plugging as many film festivals as possible because they are the film community. They are a networking hub for anyone who's looking to get into this industry. And unfortunately, you can't do that mostly nowadays because of COVID. A lot of film festivals have been moving online. Boston Latino Film Festival is one of them. They're being held virtually from September 23rd to the 27th. They have their full lineup already listed on their website, so check that out if you want to see what they've got planned. They don't have a lot of their full schedule out as of yet. They do have their lineup. That should be coming out shortly. So keep an eye on their website. There should be more information coming soon in the coming weeks. Be sure to keep helping out and supporting our local film festivals the best we can, so that way, once everything goes back to as normal as it can be and we're allowed to see people in person again, these film festivals will still be around, because it's a hard industry. They're hard to keep running. It's mostly, all film festivals are usually run by volunteers, and most people aren't making very much money. So whatever support you can give to them to keep them afloat. It's amazing that they're keeping afloat right now. So definitely help them out with whatever support you can. Next, we have the actors and actresses portion of the program, where we have a couple opportunities for actors. One that's looking is a paid position, both possible non-union and union rates. Shooting to shoot next summer in 2021. Looking for 4 actors of both genders, of both boys and girls. Looking for actors ages 16 to 19, but looking to play on screen age 15. The film has already been selected to be part of the reviewing at the Montreal Independent Film Festival and the Venice Shorts Film Festival, and will later be on Amazon Prime. We'll be filming multiple locations along the New Hampshire coastline, so it is a local position. If you're interested in possibly auditioning for this role, send your resume, headshot, and reel, if you have one, to Ensemble Productions.services@gmail.com. They've worked on a number of other productions, so definitely reach out to them and see if you can be part of this one. Next on the list, we have various crew roles looking to be filled. Looking for a second cinematographer, second sound and boom, gaffer, location scout, and a script advisor for a online web series being produced by a local producer. If you're, it is paid. It is a paid position, and you will be getting IMDb credits out of it, so you can have it on your resume for future employers. If you're interested, find Koteswara on Facebook. Send him a private message. He's a local producer, and he's looking to grow out a much larger team. Our friend of the lounge, Ken, is actually working with him right now on this project, and if you've heard from Ken, he seems like a pretty cool guy. Ken's a pretty cool guy, so by association, they're all cool guys. Join this team. It'll be a good time. Next, we are looking for a lookalike for an actor right there. If you guys looking for a male, ages 30 to 40. Shooting next month in mid-October. There will be compensation in the forms of travel comps, as well food and the IMDb, and you'll get a copy of the film once it's finished. If you have any resemblance to this man, be sure to reach out to him. Contact Mark Haggett and see if you're right for the role. Next part of the program is focused on videographers, camera ops, directors, and screenwriters. All those who are not in front of the camera, who are touching the camera or are having a part in the story. One group we wanted to plug. They're actually been to our events before. Jeffrey C. Stubert and Kenyatta Hoskins co-founded or co-run the Boston Screenwriters group, as shown on the display. They are a film group, writing group that meets once a month, around once a month, and they're having their next event on September 19th at 11 a.m. They've moved all their meetings online, so luckily they've still been going, even with everything, all the craziness that's happening. So reach out to them. You can still go if you don't have a car, if you're worried about going to crowds. You don't have to worry about that at all. Bring your script, have something short that you've written on, get some feedback for some good people who are also local creators. Should be a great time, and be sure to follow them on Meetup so that way you have you get further notifications on any events they put on in the future. Next, we have a real estate photographer being sought after. This particular job isn't a regular gig. It is a contract basis job for a real estate firm out in Cape Cod. If you live in that area or are able to travel there, along with able to travel 40 miles within the radius of the location, be sure to reach out to this. We have the Indeed post on the linked below in the show notes. So reach out to them if that sounds like something's interested in you. Especially with COVID, especially with a lot of people moving nowadays, I'm predicting that there's going to be a big real estate boom in the video market. There's going to be a big boom in the video real estate market because people don't want to go visit houses, don't want to meet anyone in person. So they're going to be relying on videos. I've already seen this in my personal career as an editor. People are looking more for real estate editors. So take advantage of the industry shift. Start padding out your portfolio with whatever work you can relating to real estate. And if you think this is a good fit for you, check out the Indeed post and apply online. Next, we have our section for audio specialists and musicians. I found this out when I was really happy to find this story out, and it's because it just hits personally for me. A couple years back, I'd say about maybe 4 years ago at this point, I traveled by myself all the way to Chicago for a podcast convention called Podcast Movement. I didn't have any money. I just moved. I didn't have much money, but I saved what I could for working at this job I was doing just to travel out there and network, volunteer. Yeah, I didn't have money, so I couldn't pay for a ticket. I volunteered, spent all my money on to travel there and food there, just to hang out and learn from all these famous podcasters. And at the time, it didn't quite hit the mainstream as it has now. And now it's gone huge. Everyone's listening to podcasts now. Joe Rogan's at the top, even bigger than he was before this 4 years ago. And now there's even more podcast festivals. At that point, that was the only, I knew of maybe 2 or 3 others in the world, let alone in the country. Now they're all over the place. So one of these is right in our own backyard, is the Outlier Podcast Festival. Originally, it's based in North Adams. Unfortunately, it's not in person. It's all virtual, but it is featuring all local creators. And they have a pay what you can ticket model, so you don't have to break the bank for this convention. I know a lot of podcast conventions are pretty expensive because they're supposed to be industry shows for insiders, for people who are usually already making money of this, or people who are devout hobbyists who can afford that. I think the lowest option was $5, so you can get in there pretty easily. It's being put on by the Outlier HQ production company that focuses on both media and event production. Shout out to those guys. Thanks for creating this event. Good luck with all the craziness that's happening in the events industry right now. I can't wait till things reopen up so we can see what you guys can put on in the real world, just let alone the virtual world. But check that out. I'm going to be definitely following them. And definitely seeing what local creators what local podcasters are making nowadays, because I'm really interested. I don't listen to many local podcast shows, with the exception of the Emerson one I just mentioned. Now we're in the part of the show where this is where we can't really categorize it. This is just, we have it listed in my notes as the other section. So in this other section today, I came across this great new website while I was trolling the internet for new opportunities for this show. Turns out there's a website specifically just for film listings, not real estate listings specifically for film. I saw this originally for a post made about this awesome airport runway in Central Mass that you can rent out. That's not the only one. There's tons and tons of local options based on this website. It's called locationshub.com, specifically for filmmakers, so you can narrow down your search to stuff that places where it's already set up, or places where you can bring all your equipment. People who are more experienced usually are on this site working with film crews, so you don't have to worry about snafus of other realtors or renters who had not experienced with film crews and all the stuff, all the problems, and all the little nuances and that you need to know when you're renting out a space. So check that out if you're looking for space. There's, even during this crazy time when there's not many productions happening, there's plenty of listings on there, plenty of people wanting to rent out your space to you for your film. So check out Locations Hub. Last part of the show this week, as we usually do, we just this is a part of the show we do for shout outs for local things that are local artists that are doing cool things, especially people who are friends of the lounge. One of the friends of the lounge we wanted to highlight this week, Brooke Lambridge. She's been up to a lot of things this week. We had to we couldn't include everything, but we took some of the highlights. So first, Brooke's looking for clients for her script editing freelancing project. She's done a bunch of work doing script editing. She can help you make your script more concise, more on voice, on point, and it really help you make it better. Her most recent work included Helena, which won awards at the Firenze International Film Festival and the Florence Film Festivals, both in Italy. So she has a track record. Contact her if you want to see her resume or if you want to hire her. In addition, she's also an artist. She's a multi-talented person. She's amazing. She just sold her painting Aglow at the CIA Cafe in Southern Maine. She also has other works being shown at other galleries within the area. One's also in Saco and the South Portland locations of the CIA Cafe. So check it out. If you live in that area, I believe there also is a virtual option on their website. In addition, she just had, in addition to having her work at CIA and having sold her work there, she just had 4 other prints be part of an art show at the Art Center in Dover, New Hampshire. You can schedule a private in-person showing between September 13th and October 24th. If you can't wait that long, though, it is live online since the beginning of the month and will continue being on until October 31st. So check out her work. If you're not able to drive up north, go online and see what she's up to. She's really skilled in just using all these different forms of artwork, whether it's painting or textile work, and combining them all into these multimedia pieces. It's really incredible. Go show her some love. Next, we have a new collab by Kai, producer Kai, who's running the switchboard today. He released a new collab with Moons, aka Hoi Vong. New K-pop dance. This one primarily filmed in the at the Arch in Chinatown. Amazing work as always. Amazing camera work, great choreography, amazing color grading. What else can I say? It's Kai's quality premium work. Check it out. Go online. You won't be disappointed. And last but not, oh wait, no, that's not the last thing. We have Raj. Raj has made some new stuff, content. I think he tries to stream at least once or twice a week. And like I said before, he's more into these indie games that most people aren't playing, which I really approve of because I'm a big indie gamer myself. If we showed you my Steam page, probably like 98% of you probably wouldn't know what games I'm playing. He recently streamed Orbit Quest this past Sunday. Go sub to his YouTube channel or his other social media. Make sure you have notifications on so you know when he's about to go live. And lastly, just a fun tidbit, just so you know that that Massachusetts is still a big place in the film scene. It was what once was before COVID, and hopefully it'll continue once things open back up. The Netflix film, The Sleepover, family-friendly film, that got released earlier this month, was filmed in Massachusetts. If you are looking for a family-friendly film for your family to watch this weekend, consider watching that. Put it on your Netflix queue before you forget. I'm not making that. Never mind. I'm not making that joke. I've got a bone to pick with that Netflix right now, but they gave my state some film jobs, so I will give them props for that at the moment. So that's the news for this week. Thank you guys for tuning, all who's tuned in live, and thank you who are watching the replay of this. Be sure to stick around tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on all your social media, the primary social media you use, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and make sure you have notifications on, so that way you know when we go live tonight, because we will be having a interview with a performer and a live performance featuring a K-pop artist, Mark Way. So definitely check it out. Be ready for that later on tonight. I think we're interviews around 7 p.m. tonight, and the performance is going to be between 8:30. So make sure you're on your feeds looking out for that. Again, follow us on all social media. Comment below what your podcast you're listening to answer the question of the week. And also message us or comment below anything you're looking for. If you need help with, if you have any opportunities you're looking for film project you're in, we'd love to plug you. That's we're at Video Creators Lounge on Facebook, at Video Creators Lounge on Instagram, at Video Creators MA on Twitter. PM us, let us know how we can help you with your films. If you need us to plug you on the show because you're looking for someone specific, if you're looking for advice, we can connect you with one of our friends. We want to help you guys. And that should be everything. Thank you guys for tuning in. We shall see you next week for the Video Creators Lounge news. Yeah. We're gonna end so cleanly.